If you're an insurance agent that's kind of deciding whether you want to dive into final expense telesales, I'm going to give you a little glimpse into what a day in the life of a successful final expense telesales agent truly looks like. So, I hope you enjoy this content. Before I go into it, my name's Jason, and I'm your friend in the industry. And I'm so just amazingly blessed to recruit and partner with some of the most amazing insurance agents as well as agencies across this nation that partner here to sell life, Medicare, and annuities face to face, but more importantly, in the telespace. So, free resources for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. And thanks for joining with us in this content. I hope it is a help to you. So, when you first jump into the industry, a lot of times people look at the industry in these like rose colored glasses. They think it's going to be the easiest job on the planet, that they can just kind of sit on their couch in their pajamas. And not that you technically couldn't do that, but successful insurance agents in final expense telesales are not tricked into that model. If you want to make money, you've got to treat this business like a business, which means you've got to be, first off, laser focused. It's not about sitting on the futon. It's about being focused on making calls. You've got to have a tremendous call to action. And that just means working your leads, working your leads, working your leads, not looking around at maybe your Facebook news feed or the Insta feed or whatever distraction you may have. Those will derail you. And a successful final expense telesales agent knows they've got to put their phone on do not disturb and really be laser like focused into every call that comes, because there's a very thin margin here. And if you're distracted, you're going to hear a dial tone when maybe you could have gone a little farther on that conversation that can hopefully bring you a conversion. So you've got to buy leads, of course, but you've got to be really focused on action. You've got to be a beast in time blocking. It's boring. Let's get real. It is boring at times where you're just sitting there, you and your phone. It's kind of like solitary confinement. You've got this 9,000-pound phone that you're going to continuously call and call and call, and it's going to become your newfound buddy. But you got to really just double down on action if you want a chance to find success. 90% of the agent force fails, and sometimes it's because they just failed to call and they decided to call it quits. So I'm going to take half the day off, and they just hurt themselves in this industry. So a final expense telesales agent is one that can be really laser focused, is one that doesn't need a lot of the rah rah. If you are one that needs someone to give you a lot of rah rah, well, maybe face to face sales is for you, because you're going to have that interaction personally, right? Where in the telesales side of the wall, you're going to be sincerely focused on the phone and every prospect that picks up, and you're going to be engaged with that consumer, but you're not going to get a lot of other maybe human contact when you're handling your business in your office. So you've got to be one that can be okay being in a place that's a little bit monotonous. If you want to make money, you got to be monotonously dialing and dialing and dialing. And then you've also got to be one that can really follow a script. And you're like, this does not sound like fun. It is. When you've been trained right and coached right and you know how to take care of folks, it's a fun business. Telesales is terrifically amazing. And if you're really focused on every call that comes in, you may find you really like it. But you're going to be in a place where you should dress for success. You should be laser focused on action. You've also got to be ready for rejection. Rejection is real and it stings a little less than face to face, because they're not looking you head on when they tell you go someplace that isn't heaven or things of that nature. Or maybe you face to face agents know what I'm talking about. You do the best presentation and then they go, I'm not going to buy from you today. Have a great day. And then you've got this long journey driving home and you're drinking your own, okay, negative Kool-Aid. Oh man, nobody likes me. I'm gonna go eat worms. Telesales, it doesn't hurt as bad when they tell you no, but you're going to get told no a lot too. So you've got to be ready to handle the monotony if you want to have a chance of making money. You got to make a lot of phone calls, or you're not going to have even a chance to make cash in this industry. Telesales looks like a lot of time being put into the phones. Now, I'm not talking about 60 hours a week of work. Full-time agents can accomplish some amazing things in 40 hours, and part-time agents can be powerful as well. Check out my agent interviews and testimonials above here. Tons of successful part-time and full-time agents, but you've got to put in a full-time effort into your part-time hours if you want this business to work out. The business does not work, not even a little bit, unless you work your business. So you also want to break up the monotony if you can by having kind of battle buddies and partners where you found a good alignment in a good agency or a good work family like ours here at jasonfinalexpense.com. You want to have people that are doing the same thing, kind of embracing the pain so that you can hopefully find the profitability. But it looks like boredom some days. Some days you're underpaid, you're dialing, and seems like not a single person is picking up the phone. And then the next couple hours, because you didn't call it quits, everybody's picking up, and you're just stacking it in a good way. The business is what the business is. It's a lot of prospecting to have a chance of profitability. But there's no better life than being a final expense telesales agent when you know how to handle objections, when you know how to script and really take care of your clients. It's all about the client. Make their life better. And then guess what? Your life gets to be better as a result. But a day in the life of a telesales agent looks pretty boring. It's one that you got to bring a lot of discipline. You got to bring a lot of internal drive because those that do are those that get in this space. And you got to believe that you can do this. This is why you got to go through and really make sure you're trained thoroughly so that you can take advantage of your career as a final expense telesales agent. But you're going to have some days that maybe you don't believe in yourself as much as you should. That's why it's important to have people that'll walk with you and that are shoulder to shoulder, slinging the same insurance that you are. It's all about taking care of folks. It's not just selling, but being that humble servant that really knows how to hear what your client needs and then fulfilling their desires with your products. But it looks a little boring. It looks like, not just sitting on your couch all day. You got to be in a position to be powerful to help your clients. It's all about them, but you're also going to have to take a leap of faith and buy your leads on the weekly so that the business hopefully will work out. So many insurance agents don't believe in themselves enough to get on the phone. Believe it or not, they don't have enough discipline to keep on that phone and just dial and smile and dial and smile some more. And then a lot of agents will call it quits because they don't buy leads on the weekly. You'd be shocked how many insurance agents don't follow a very simple system. And then they wonder why the business is not easy and they never made it. So if you think you got what it takes, we can give you any free resources you need here at jasonfinalexpense.com, including access to some pretty good lead vendors if maybe you're paying a lot of money and you're losing out on some opportunity that maybe you could have. So a day in the life of an insurance agent is phenomenal, but it looks like boredom at times if you want to have a chance of bringing the bucks in, but you got to be laser focused. Even the most amazing racehorse on the planet knows how to have blinders on so that those distractions don't derail it from winning the race and getting the prize. I hope you find profitability in this space. If we can do anything to serve you, we will. And remember, you've got what it takes. We'll see you soon.